Awesome, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Malik, why are you looking so tired? You didn't do anything.
The Lost Talia is absorbing all the Elith. The Lost Talia will soon return to its former state. And then in time, the Valkanists will also regain their Elith.
So the world will be back to normal.
Lambda's completely fading away. So if he doesn't have energy to leech, will he just, like, disappear?
Sophie, you're the expert here. We don't know.
No, he won't. If we do nothing more, he will fall into sleep, and someday, he will regain his power. No. But we've come so far! There's gotta be something we can do!
No, Sophie.
Sophie, wait. Don't sacrifice yourself for this.
Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Being with you has made me happier than you know.
Pascal, I hold you responsible for this.
I want to protect your home.
There's got to be another way to do this, and you should have figured it
I want
out.
to protect your future. And you.
No, don't! You promised you wouldn't do this!
Even if I disappear, a little part of me will still remain inside all of you. But that is no different than you dying. It will be like the time I distributed my particles to save your lives. Except this time, I won't ever see you again. But in a way, we will still be together.
Sophie, just let some other generation take this guy out. Don't do this. Can I have your memory core? That way I can put it in another robot? Somebody stop her!
No! Don't!
Thank you.
Don't do this! I told you, I won't let you die!
Whoa.
Asbel!
Stay back!
Is he like choking Lambda?
No! Asbel, please! No!
Don't do this! It's okay. I won't let him absorb me. I'm going to find out if all he wants is to live!
Asbel, no!
Wow.
Where am I?
We are in a shared mind space. It is a neutral place that belongs to neither you nor I.
That's a very
Voice.
interesting way of putting it.
Lambda.
from this place and seize control of your mind space. And eventually, your body will come under my full and complete control.
You sound awfully sure of
In
things.
exchange for becoming my vessel, I will permit you a place in my mind so that you might witness the birth of this new world. This process will allow the world to become whole again. This process will make me complete.
Well, how are you incomplete?
Complete?
Never again will anyone be permitted to cause me pain.
It's not really completeness. Pain is part of living, unfortunately.
I have been pursued for my entire life, and this process will grant me peace. I will finally be able to rest.
What's happening?
That voice.
Oh, they can hear it.
Asbel,
Richard, you must stay still.
is he... Has he been taken over?
I don't know. We've been hearing two voices for a while now. One of them is definitely Asbel, but the other one is probably...
Lambda.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I think that Sophie allows us to hear them somehow.
Curses.
How does Sophie let us do
He's
anything?
Probably trying to take over Asbel's mind. I hate to admit it, but Lambda responded most strongly to my feelings of anger and resentment. I thought that meant we understood each other, that we could help each other. But in the end, our mutual feelings caused far more harm than good. However, in Asbel's case...
Asbel.
So those visions we saw were your memories, right?
Did you enjoy watching my painful past? Was it satisfying to see your enemy suffer?
I took no satisfaction in seeing your pain. I'm not like that. I know that your past was filled with terrible things. But that's no reason for you to do this. That's why.
You overcame your pain, so I should be able to overcome mine. Is that what you're trying to say? Human beings are cruel and greedy creatures, but above all, arrogant. You pretend to care for those who suffer, while in fact looking down upon them. Do not try to sway me, human. I know your thoughts better than even you do.
It's true I don't know my own thoughts very well, but to be honest, you're doing an even worse job than me this time. I didn't say anything about you overcoming your pain alone, did I? Some things require the help of others. So if we join forces and work together, we can accomplish anything. I truly believe that.
Work together? Really? Only foolish humans fall for such pathetic words.
Isn't that the same thing you've been saying the whole time, though?
You're right, you know. It's true. Human beings can be pathetic. And me? Well, I'm about as human as they come. But we're more than that. We can be so much more than that. And you know it's true. Misunderstandings led to tragedy. And that in turn led to even greater tragedies.
Wow, Asbel, you're being very...
Is continuing
subtle.
that cycle what you want to do with your life? Behind all the tragedy lies your sadness. And the actions that you took because of that sadness only made you even more alone. Cornell wanted more for you. He didn't bring you up just to make you suffer.
Cornell told me to live, even though I'm not human, and even though I can't maintain a human form.
I'm just one person. I can't tell you what it means to live. However, I do know this. Cornell wanted more than anything to show you as much of the world as he could. He wanted you to learn, and he wanted you to live. I know you've learned nothing but pain and sadness so far, and I'm sorry. But there's so much more the world has to offer. That's the world Cornell wanted you to see. I know that's what he wanted for you.
The world he wanted me to see.
Come on, Lambda. Let's you and I go see what the world has to offer. We can be as one, and you can see the world through my eyes.
What happened to Lambda's original form? Can't he get it back?
Consume you. In time, your space would fade and disappear.
You won't consume me.
It is inevitable. No human can resist me.
I'll take that chance.
Wow.
We'll see if I get taken over or not. You can add that to your list of things to observe.
How can you make such an offer? You could destroy me and end your troubles. So then why?
We can't destroy you without destroying Sophie as well. And besides, I have something to prove. I want you to know that humans have potential. I'll help you to understand how terrible it would be to end this world. It's not worth it. You still have so much left to learn. Now, take my hand.
And if I refuse?
Then, I guess I'll take your hand. Doesn't matter who reaches out. What matters is that the other accepts.
So you really intend to coexist with me?
Well, that is what he said.
Collapse, and your guard goes down. I will absorb all that it means to be you.
Well, in that case, then I guess my guard would just have to stay up.
Very well. Then from this point forward, it will have to be a battle between the two of us.
All right. If you insist. I'm ready whenever you are.
Lambda, why are you so hostile? And what happened to your original form? Why don't you just get that back?
I think I've talked for too long. Or perhaps I've finally reached my limit. Asbel, I think I'm going to sleep for a while.
Lambda.
You're not really there, Asbel. You can't touch it.
Oh no, his light is fading. No, wait! You can't just disappear! Don't go, Lambda! There are still so many amazing things left for you to do! Do you hear me? You can't just end it like this! Not when you're so close! You have to see! I have to make you see! Lambda! You must live on!
Same words Cornell used.
Huh? The voice has stopped.
Is Lambda gone?
My friend!
Come on!
Asbel, wake up!
Oh boy. Did Richard have different colored eyes?
All right!
Oh, thank goodness.
Asbel.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Asbel, are you all right? We heard you talking to Lambda, so is he gone or what?
Do you not notice his eyes, guys?
Sophie, what are you doing?
Something's different. This reaction is new.
So then does that mean he's gone?
I don't... No, Sharia, I don't think so.
I cannot believe you guys are as blind as you are.
This Lambda doesn't need to be destroyed.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
Lambda said he was going to sleep. He's just asleep for a little while.
So, that means Sophie doesn't have to sacrifice herself anymore, right?
She never did.
All right, guys. Let's go home. Time for us to go.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Lambda, I hope you're watching. We have so much to show you.
What? I kind of figured those guys would be gone by now. Oh, damn.
Look! King Richard is here! Men, go and help those soldiers over there. Yes, sir.
Oh, good. I was like, wow. He's not nearly the battler he used to be, but no, he...
Your Highness, watch out!
Really, Richard? I just soloed all those guys.
What are you doing here?
Well, isn't this Lent?
Fendel, when I heard you arrived. Here, let me heal your wounds, okay?
I'll be all right. Please, just go and help the others.
Yes, Richard. Just hold still. I'll fix you right up, okay?
This is all my doing. I must make amends.
Was this actually a fight?
Stand still. Not any longer. Not when there is so much left to be done.
No, it's not. Okay. I was totally holding the controller like I was ready to go. Well, I mean, I was ready to go. Not even like.
All right. Spread out, men. We must secure the area. Yes, sir.
Well, that one guy's like, I'm spreading out by standing right here.
Thank you. Everyone.
Come on, Pascal. It's time. You haven't left this place in over a week.
Is she recharging the Elith?
Yeah, I guess this is the only way. We just can't seem to raise this Falconess's output, no matter what we do. So the Elith is as difficult to extract as you thought?
tea kettle.
Looks like we can't go any higher without risking an explosion. I thought I could use the steam from hot water to power the machinery, but it didn't work out. We can't produce enough steam to make the thing function like I wanted it to. Oh, hey, Fourier!
Researching the Valkanus again, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, Pascal, how long has it been since you've had a bath?
I don't know. A week or something?
Pascal, that's gross! What did I do? You are a girl, for crying out loud. You're supposed to bathe. And even if you weren't a girl, going a week without a bath is just disgusting.
I guess I kind of get caught up in my work.
I don't know, you did that even when you weren't working.
I promise.
Why do you hate to bathe so much?
I don't really hate it. There's just never any hot water left when I think of it.
So, if there was always hot water around, you'd bathe more often?
Always hot water around?
You're a genius! Oh my gosh, Fourier! That's it!
We can set this up so people can bathe in the water boiled by the Valkanus!
No, wait!
We can let them use it for heat and for boiling their water! So, if there were pipes running to their houses and stuff... Okay, that should do for a rough draft. Now I just have to build the thing. Sorry, Fourier, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to take a bath until this is...
Whoa, you...
What?
That's it! You're taking a bath right this instant!
What's up? Help me!
Best family ever.
I don't know, Pascal. I think I'd turn myself in if I were you.
You're not getting away from me this time! Get back here before I toss you into the kettle!
Malik went there? Really? That's like the one country he doesn't have any connections.
Well done in there, Captain Malik.
Thanks, Hubert.
Oh no, the thanks belong to you. That was a very productive meeting.
Well, since I'm Fendel's new ambassador, I'm only doing my job.
I must say,
Oh, that's why, okay.
Pascal's idea really threw me for a loop there. Pumping warm water to all of Fendel's homes and using it for heat. It's so simple, and yet so elegant. I'm sure it will serve the people well.
I'm not sure why you need to tell the other places about it,
The
though.
entire project, correct?
Yeah, it'll be pretty dangerous work. Fendel is now a freer, happier country than I could ever have imagined.
Which means they can stop invading other
We still have
countries.
many challenges ahead of us, but there's no doubt that things are improving every day.
Captain Malik, I think we're seeing the dawn of a new age.
And without Lambda pumping out monsters, they should eventually be wiped out, shouldn't they? I mean, they're not just continuously pouring from the core or the cocoon anymore, are they? I hope not.
You're late, Asbel.
Sorry about that, Sophie. I couldn't get away.
Get away from what? You're a hero.
Come on.
Just say you're leaving.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not that late.
Look down. On the ground.
Look down. Oh!
Be careful. Don't step on them.
Oh, come on. You've got a ton of these. One little flower won't...
Don't.
Sorry.
Don't you dare crush even one of them.
Wow, Sophie's gotten very
Yeah,
bossy.
you're right. Sorry about that. I'll be more careful.
Is it because Lambda's inside him, or is she just being weirdly assertive?
How's the Blossom Gale coming along?
They're almost ready. The Sulfarias have been glowing for a while now.
So it's time? You know, you really did a great job with this garden. There isn't a spare inch of dirt left.
I
There better
don't
be. You
wanna
still have 3 more
just plant
flowers.
Here, Asbel. I want to plant in lots lots of places.
Oh, hey, hold on. At that rate, the world will be nothing but so furious.
I had this dream. It's kind of silly, but... I dreamt I was riding in a huge blossom gale, and we went to a beautiful meadow where I fell asleep. But then, when I woke up, I was an adult. I wasn't a child anymore.
It must be hard for her to see everyone else grow up and she just stays the same age.
I wonder if I'll ever grow up.
Yeah, I think you will. But hey, what do you guys think? Sopharius?
Well, I don't think she can grow up. I mean, maybe she can mature in her programming, but she's going to look the same forever, isn't she?
The Sopharias are...
They shouldn't have a reaction. We just named them after them. It's not like they're actually special.
The lights are... fading.
No way!
What?
Don't give up. Come on.
Hey, look! It's happening!
I really don't understand what I'm watching. Are the Sopharias related to Lambda? What the... This came out of nowhere.
How pretty.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, you worked for like days and days and days for a pretty
Wonder
light
what
show for a
it'll
few
end up.
minutes.
What do you think, Asbel?
And why is that Sopharia still there?
Who knows? Maybe they'll fly all across the world.
All across the world?
Alright. So that's it, guys. Tales of Graces. I enjoyed this game. It's difficult to rate it, though. I can certainly understand why people did not like this game as much as they liked Abyss. Abyss really caught you by surprise. It made you think about stuff. It really made you, you know, examine some truths, and frankly, Abyss was an incredibly gutsy game. You know, the character progression of Luke was really heartfelt because you as the player felt it. You know, he actually had a transition and really grew as a character. Asbel stayed more or less the same the entire game. So from a character development storyline, and even from a plot storyline, Tales of Graces is not that great a game. You know, all of the plot points I saw coming. I mean, in like the first or second episode, I said that Sophie was going to be a like ninja, you know, assassin robot from Mars, which is pretty much dead on, and it's not even a lucky guess necessarily. It's just the plot turns were very telegraphed, and I picked up on them. So that's a little disappointing. However, the actual system, the Tales team makes a fantastic game. I don't think they know how to make a bad game. Although apparently you guys have told me there have been some bad games, but I don't rate this as one of them. You know, this is... I remember whenever I finished up Persona 4, I compared it to, say, like Game of Thrones, while Persona 3 was Hamlet, where Persona 3 had a lot of very interesting things to say, but was not necessarily the most accessible. I kind of feel like a similar type of thing with Graces and Abyss. Abyss is difficult to play. You've got to really know that it's going somewhere, because you've got to get through like a third of the game before it really clicks on. Whereas Graces was always good. It was always accessible. But it never really had as much to say. At the end of the day, it was just a thrilling, fun game to play without being as emotionally deep as its predecessor. Or at least as far as I'm concerned, its predecessor. There may be a game between this and Abyss, I don't know. The characterization, though, was pretty good. I liked the characters. They certainly grew with me. And I accepted the world. I accepted the world more than perhaps any other game I've ever played. And I think that may simply be because of the higher power of the PlayStation 3 and the fact that they could do more with the world. You know, I didn't disbelieve Abyss, but it just seemed kind of, you know, there were a lot less towns in Graces, and they just seemed more fleshed out. There were a lot of places that just sort of seemed like checking off the numbers when it came to playing through Grace or playing through Abyss. Graces, every town had kind of its own identity, and they minimized what was happening and made more interesting things with it. So in terms of world building, I like Graces better than Abyss, but they're both really good. I just, obviously, when I play a series, I have to make comparisons. I wonder, is it showing me all these scenes because I did those quests, or would those show up anyway and I'd be like really confused, because I think I have seen some things that I'm not really sure where they came from. I'm obviously going to play the future arc, so don't worry about that. So this game will continue, although this is my official write-up of it. I believe this is where the game ended back on the Wii in Japan, and then they added the future arc when they ported it to PlayStation 3 over here in America. Yeah, there's Kurt. God, he was annoying to fight. I do have to say, I ended the game with 4 all divides. There were a lot of people that were just like really, really nervous when I was using all divide so early on. So just officially, yeah, I did okay. I ended the game with dang near no elixirs, so hopefully I can get some in the adult or in the future arc, because otherwise that will be unfortunate. That will suck to be me. Musically, I've got to say that is the one thing I feel a little bit let down. None of the musical tracks of Graces really jump out to me. Abyss, of course, had Meaning of Birth, which was an absolutely fantastic piece. But there's nothing that I just remember, and even the like Abyss title theme, it's not Grace's title theme, which was fantastic. Other way around. Grace's title theme is not Abyss's title theme, which is fantastic. But with that, is this going into the future arc, or are we done here?
Once there was a young boy who discovered a lost seed.
I think I'll continue from here tomorrow, guys.
And he took care
because, yeah, I'm already at very much time. See you tomorrow.
Over time, the lost seed grew up and blossomed into a beautiful flower. What do you think happened to the seed after that? It turned into a bright, shining star that watched over everyone.
Who are these people?
This was its way of thanking the boy who had been so very kind to it. Which star was it? Well,
Oh, Lambda.
it's the one we all know best. Our favorite star of all.
Okay, I think this is the end of the actual game. And just to show that Lambda didn't take over Asbel and they ended up all getting along forever. Oh. So here's where I'll end. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good loud. Sorry for this episode being so horribly long. I think I beat the game at 20 minutes. I'm at 56 now. Blah.